Hello Cancer, and welcome to your March 2023 astrology forecast. This video is for Sun, Moon or Rising Cancer. Your rising sign is your external world and your sun sign is what you're aware of, which you're motivated to, and your moon sign is more your private, emotional world. Okay, it's not what everybody gets to see. Now, March is a big month. There's a lot of planets moving, which is good news. Change is coming, and you might have already been feeling that way. I would suggest in March, everyone should be gentle with themselves. Change is big, and change can sometimes be distressing. So when planets move, that means we all are bound to be going through some major changes within our lives. And in that time, during change, it can be unsettling. So being gentle and easy does it is the best way to move forward. Now, on the second, we have Mercury in your 9th house. This is great for communicating with people far away from you, in a foreign country. So this can be via social media. You'll also be thinking a lot about travel plans. You'll be thinking about what can you learn. This is great for higher education. Anything that you want to take further, very good for that. You'll be completing assignments, writing out things like that. Assignments, taxes, proposals. You will be communicating a lot with your sense of philosophy. It's a great time to read something. It's very informative. Mercury loves information. So for the next couple of weeks, you'll be doing that, where you'll be expanding on your wisdom and even your beliefs, and what, beliefs are so important. Beliefs are what make us who we are. What we believe in is what we give energy to. And this will be having you thinking a lot about your sense of beliefs and how can you basically develop your spiritual world, and not only your spiritual. It's very good, like I said, for education, higher education, wisdom, travel, and speaking to people from foreign countries. On the 7th, we have a full moon in your 3rd house. Full moons are a point of release and completion. So if there's anything you've been learning, it can come to a complete cycle. It's also, when it comes to communication, it can be very sensitive around that time. What you're thinking, you could be thinking things that could also be detrimental to you, and you might have to shift your thinking. Best way to do that when we're overthinking and we're feeling anxious is to journal. That house likes to write, so write, right? This will be a time where you'll also be thinking about your communication with other people, what needs to change. You might also feel like there's certain people you don't want to communicate with. You'll be closing chapters on that aspect. And it's very good with the 3rd house to complete those to-do lists. Complete anything that you want to get done. On the 7th, we have Saturn in the 9th house. Now, Saturn is a restrictive, and it's a lot to do with hard work and discipline. 9th house, your expansion and your wisdom. So if there's anything that you want to learn, this is where you can take up studies because you'll have the determination and the discipline to get it done and work towards that. Saturn too, now when it comes to travel plans, you'll need to be more strategic and more structured towards doing it. Right? You can't procrastinate on it. You'll have to be more strategic and have structure when it comes to your travel plans and how you'd like to travel. This will be really good for higher education. If you are someone that wants to become more educated in any field, and you're never too old to learn. I believe, personally, beliefs, 9th house, that we should seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Because the more that we learn, the more that we expand, the more we open ourselves up to, and knowledge is valuable, right? When we know things, it's a beautiful experience to have that. And that's what this is teaching you. What can you learn? And it's what can you learn about your beliefs? What beliefs are too rigid? What beliefs need to change? What can change about your sense of philosophy? What can change where you can go somewhere foreign and meet someone that can change the way you view plans that you have. This is where meeting people from different places too can be possible. On the 16th, we have Venus in this 11th house. This is great for if you are single, meeting someone that you can fall in love with within your friend circle. If in an existing relationship, this is where you'll be socializing with that person a lot. And this boosts romance. Venus here is very good for connecting to people, focusing on your future prospects when it comes to your dreams and wishes for yourself. It's very good for collaboration. It's very good for taking a leadership role. It's very good for solving problems outside of the box. And Venus has a beautiful way about finding a passion in which you can find different that can really help you. On the 19th, we have Mercury in this 10th house. On the 20th, Sun in the 10th house. 21st, new moon in the 10th house. Career, goals, and reputation are highlighted here. Mercury will have you thinking about the sun offers you opportunities for the next season, 4 weeks, and the new moon offers you a new opportunity when it comes to your career. Not only career, but goals. What are your goals that are personal to you, Cancer? Big question, right? Goals are something that we all have. My goal is to exercise more. My goal is maybe to cook different meals, that I find interesting. I'm bored of what I'm doing. It's a goal, right? We all have goals. So whether you are working, unemployed, retirement, you're gonna have a goal. And it's be pushing you towards those goals. And what's important is your reputation is highlighted. So people are interested in you at the time. If you are in a career, you can actually approach now for a promotion. You can approach now for a leadership role. You can get recognition and rewards for the hard work you've been putting in. That would be the time to do it. The new moon offers you new opportunities when it comes to your career. And this is a very blessed time for you. And if you are not working, what are your goals? Is your goals, say for instance, you're a mom and that's a job in itself, and this will be a time where you'll be taking care of your family, getting that to-do list and seeing how you can accomplish those things. Those are your goals and you'll be focused on them, and as you do that, you'll get the recognition from your family that this is a better routine that we have, things are working a lot better for us. This is good for that. Or if you have a garden that you're tending to and want to grow, right? This is a goal that you are basically now bringing into your life. I'm thinking about garden because I have a plant that I'm growing at the moment. It's basil. So ultimately, it's a goal. We all have goals and we have them for different reasons, but we need to see these goals and really focus on what it is that we can work towards. There'll be opportunities for you to enhance your goals. So even if you're unemployed, this will be a great time to put out that resume, to connect to people in order to get where you want to be and welcome in new opportunities. As I said, your reputation is highlighted, so people will ask you for your advice. And Cancer, people generally do ask you for your advice, and now they'll be more prone to do so. On the 23rd, Pluto, for the next 3 months, will be staying in your 8th house. Now, Pluto has been in your 7th house for the past couple of years, since 2008, if I'm not mistaken. And the 7th house of Pluto is death, transformation to your relationships. And that's what you've been going through since 2008. Your relationships have been going through this power struggle and transforming for the past couple of years, right? Since 2008. Now, for the next 3 months, Pluto will be in your 8th house. And then it's going to go back after 3 months into the 7th house. And then in 2024, it'll move into your 8th house for the next 20 years. Now, Pluto is about power and transformation, death and rebirth. That's where the transformation process comes in. So your relationships have been going through this transformation of endings and renewal cycle. But now it's going to move into your 8th house for the next 3 months. You get a taste of what this means. The 8th house rules sex, intimacy, lots of powerful. If you're single, you can have very powerful, intimate connections at this time as it boosts that, and also boost that within existing relationships. Intimacy. So it's not just sex, but it's also intimacy and our ability to connect and bond. It shows you power struggles within personal relationships. If you are a Cancer and thinking about separating or divorcing, that can be also something that comes up within the next 20 years, because the 8th house rules contracts and legal stuff as well. The 8th house is very powerful. It shows us our boundaries. It shows us our power through setting those boundaries, and can show you power struggles in your most intimate and closest relationships. The 8th house is also our finances, shared finances. Pluto will transform either if you are in a relationship with someone that you're living with, husband, or even someone that you're living with. It will show you the changes within their finances, right? There's also a time for you to invest, Cancer, because your investments can pay out towards you. Pluto is power. It shows us our power. It's a place of empowerment. It shows you empowerment within your investments. It shows you empowerment that you're going to go through with your most intimate relationships. It shows you power when it comes to your sexuality and intimacy and ability to be vulnerable. There's power. And also any fears, doubts, and insecurities, Pluto will come in to help you work through those things. So If you're needing any counseling, therapy, life coaching, where you meet a mentor, this would be the time to do that, because you're transforming. You're putting an end to old cycles within your life, in order to birth new cycles and unhealthy cycles. Unhealthy cycles when it comes to how you have fears, doubts, and insecurities about yourself. Unhealthy cycles within relationships that are unhealthy for you, especially intimately connecting to. So it shows you all those things. It shows you also unhealthy cycles when it comes to your finances, and it shows you how you can better invest your finances. The investments that you make that are powerful moves will be very good. You can also attract, if single, very powerful people, especially intimately, that will be drawn into your life at this time. Now, the next 3 months are a taste of that. Power is yours. I have a lot of 8th house placements, so I'm always learning about the process of death and rebirth throughout my life, and power, and my personal power. And that is what Pluto is gifting to you. Yes, it can be sometimes hard, emotional, painful. Pluto is not without pain, because when we realize that we've been giving our power away, we have to now step into our power and say no more. And you think that would be easy, but sometimes we give our power away because we're hoping for the best, and maybe this will just work out. And we don't want to come across aggressive, like always having these boundaries and walls up. But Pluto will show you where you need those things in order to be stronger within yourself while still being vulnerable. So it's a beautiful time. Really, you can grow your investments. Pluto will show you where you can invest your money and where it's worth it. Investments that are not worth it will just fall away. But don't worry, Pluto is death and rebirth, which means what it dies will be reborn within your life. On the 25th, and finally, Mars will be moving into your sign. Mars will be moving into Cancer, your first house. Now, Mars has been, since August of last year, 2022, in your 12th house. And that could have caused restlessness, not able to sleep, overthinking, vivid dreams, feeling like when you're awake, like you're half awake, not having the energy and motivation. You will feel better when it comes to sleep after the 25th of March and for the next couple of weeks. You'll be feeling a lot better. You'll be able to rest. You'll be able to be motivated. You'll be able to take action. You'll be able to have boundaries. Mars says, focus on self. Where do you need to place boundaries? Focus on your goals. Where do you need to move forward with those goals? It's empowering. Mars is a powerhouse, right? It's where we take action, where we are passionate, where we are also sometimes aggressive. You could also feel a little aggressive with this energy, right? Mars is the god of war. It's the soldier energy. So it can show you like maybe you need a little bit of aggression in order to set that boundary and say no more. Or maybe you need to tone down and focus more on those goals and be motivated towards what you want to do. You'll be revitalized with energy. If you've been feeling drained since last year, August 2022, going through all the months into January, into February, by the 25th of March going forward, you'll be revitalized with energy, Cancer. Believe me, you will have the energy, you will have the motivation and the passion restored. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website's linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link for appreciation of these videos. And have a blessed March.